Have you ever thought there's gotta be a better way to generate leads without spending thousands of dollars on ads or worrying about cold email? Just a way to reliably place your offers in front of thousands of ideal prospects every single day without having to worry about ad fatigue or cold email deliverability. And if you did, you're right. There definitely is a better way to generate leads without having to worry about any of this stuff. And that's exactly what I'm gonna explain in this video. I'm gonna show you exactly how it works, how to do it for yourself, and how hundreds of businesses are using this same exact strategy to close dozens of new clients every single week. It's called Twitter or XDM outreach. And the best part is it's super easy to do and you don't have to be technical at all to get this set up. Let me actually just show you how this works. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is you wanna find a tool like Drippy.ai that will allow you to actually start these campaigns, scrape leads, help you write scripts, and do everything for you. Now, if you wanna try out the one I'll be using in this video, first link down below the description will get you a 7-day free trial so you can get everything set up for completely free and actually start sending for free as well. So once you're in the platform, what you're gonna wanna do, and this is super easy to do, so you're gonna wanna hit the lead section on the left hand side of your screen. This will allow us to scrape leads. And again, this is literally the easiest way to do cold outreach out there. If you're doing cold email, then you know how hard it is to scrape leads, then you need to verify them, then you need to double verify them, then you upload them to your outreach tool of choice, and then you actually send, and then you get a bunch of bounces. Like, it's a complete pain in the ass. And so what's really nice about Twitter outreach is you can literally just do everything in one single place. So you just go to new lead source, then you hit lead scraper. And now what we're gonna have to do is we just need to find accounts that your ICP follows. So we're gonna select account source, and in this case, we're gonna go after everyone that Cody Schneider follows. If you don't know Cody Schneider, he's a very big marketer. You should totally look him up on YouTube. Great content. And he's followed by a bunch of other marketers. He typically will interview people for his podcast, and then he's obviously like following everyone that he interviews, and so he follows. I'm actually just gonna go after the people that he follows. He follows a bunch of super high level individuals. So for example, if you have an offer for marketers, this would be a great way to go about it. And if you need help building out your lead list, what you can do is, again, hit the first link down below the description, sign up to Drippy's 7-day free trial. You can go into the targeting video in the learning center, and then if you hit resources, this document right here actually has a bunch of lead lists that we've built out for our users. So you can just go ahead and copy these into Drippy, and you'll be scraping very high quality leads with literally zero effort. So there we go. Once we have Cody Schneider, we're just gonna go after his following. We're gonna hit add source. We're gonna hit next. And obviously you can add as many accounts in there as you'd like. Just depends on how many lead credits you have. And now we can add bio contents. Now, since this list is so small, and because this is the list of people that Cody Schneider follows, you can pretty much guarantee that most of these guys are gonna be qualified. Now, if you have a more general offer, you can just do targeting this way. But if it's very specific, then this is where I would recommend you go in here. You look at who he follows, and then you look at what keywords they have in their bio. Once you have a good idea for what keywords these guys have, you can go in here, bio content, and then this is where you can start adding keywords, okay? Just for this demo, you don't necessarily have to, but this just goes to show how easy it is. Something I also like to do whenever you're going after someone, like the followers of someone, which tends to be a bigger list than the following, is I like to add a number of followers filter so that it's greater than 1,000. This will typically make your lead list be just way higher quality. We're actually going to apply that filter here, and it's going to go down to 2,000 people. Okay, so there's going to be a higher quality list of leads. We're going to go ahead and hit next, and now we are just going to save it as Cody. And then there we go. Now, what's really nice about these types of tools is you can literally just hit start new automation, and then you can just get started on a new automation. So you just hit that little notification, or you can just hit add new. You select ColdDM 2.0 so that we can reach out to all these guys. You hit next. We're gonna select our source. This is just gonna be the Cody demo one. We're gonna hit next. Now this is where things start getting really interesting. If you have a script that you've ran in the past, then you can go ahead and use the script personalizer. But if you want AI to completely generate your script based off of the specific person that you're reaching out to, meaning every single person is gonna get a different script, then you can go ahead and select AI generator. Now for this demo, once again, I'm just gonna hit script personalizer because that's typically what I end up going with most of the times because I like having a little bit more control over what it is that I'm sending. So I'm gonna hit next. Now, you're going to be able to see what the messages are gonna look like based off of this just like demo lead list that will load up in here. Now, In the context section, you're just going to add a little bit of context about what it is that you do. So for example, if we were doing this for Drippy, hey, I help businesses scale through Twitter outreach. That's it, right? So that's not where the script goes. That's just context that you're giving to AI. Then we're going to hit script. Now this is where your script will go. And you also want to make sure that you are adding AI personalization on top of it. Now, if you need help with your script, once again, first link down below in the description, and you can go to the script writing section, and then if you go to resources and hit access document, this will open up and you'll see a bunch of different scripts that you can literally just plug and play. And these are proven scripts based off of what we've seen work best across all of our users. So it's super, super high quality scripts that you can go ahead and run. And this one that I'm running here is actually one of the example ones in the document. So if you want to get access to that, again, first link down below in the description. Now, if you hit settings, this is where you'll be able to just add a little bit more creativity to your AI so that it actually creates better scripts. You're able to send split messages, meaning you can actually send messages like you text, right? Like you don't just write one huge block of text. You send one block of text, then you send another one, then you send another one, then you send another one. You can do that same exact thing by just turning on split messages and then just adding spaces between the messages that you want to be sending out. You can include website context. This works really, really well if you're using AI personalization so that it can go into the prospect's website, research them, and then write a very, very compelling personalized line. Same thing with the tweet context. Now we're gonna hit next. You can add a message variance, meaning you can A/B test as many things as you'd like. We're gonna hit next. Now we can add follow-ups. Typically, I just add one follow-up and I keep it super, super simple. Sometimes just like literally a question mark works really well. I really just recommend that you do one follow-up because based on our data, most of your replies will come from that first message. And so if you have this huge sequence of follow-ups after the initial one, odds are you're just wasting one of your 500 daily messages per account, okay? And yeah, if you didn't know, Twitter allows you to send up to 500 messages per day per account. So make sure that you have a bunch of accounts to be able to send thousands of messages really, really easily every single day. And literally all you have to do is just follow this, which is what I'm showing you. So we're gonna hit next, and now we can schedule 10 messages per hour. This number can go, we typically have it at like 16 messages per hour, or you can just set it to a daily 500 messages, and then that's literally it. You can add a custom schedule. So if for whatever reason you want to only send it during weekends or maybe during weekdays between 9 to 5, whatever, you can go ahead and do that right there. Advanced settings, I typically like having this turned on, meaning we're not going to be reaching out to anyone that we've reached out to in the past or anyone that you've had a conversation with in the past. What this essentially means is that you're not going to be reaching out to any of your buddies that you were going back and forth with on Twitter. Auto follow, you can turn on. Auto like, auto retweet, do not contact list. So if you have a list of people that you don't want to reach out to, maybe they're current clients, maybe they're past clients, whatever, you can go ahead and just add them to a do not contact list, and then you won't reach out to them at all. Prevent cross account duplicates, you can have that turned on. This works really well if you have a bunch of different accounts. AI language check, I typically recommend this to be set to English, so you're only reaching out to people that speak English. And then AI location check, this really just depends on who it is that you're targeting, but for the most part, people will only want to reach out to people in the United States, so you can go ahead and do that by just selecting USA. Activity check, this one's really, really cool. Essentially, it allows you to only reach out to active accounts, and this will very, very dramatically increase reply rates. And so once we have all those settings in place, we're gonna hit next. Now we just need to give our automation a name. So this is the Cody demo. Now for our sending account, we're just gonna hit my personal account. You hit create, and now you're sending messages, and you literally got everything set up within 5 minutes. And this is what would normally take you hours if you're doing something like cold email or cold LinkedIn outreach. And so that is how you can generate leads with a method that you probably haven't heard in the past. And so if you want to try out something else that works really well, that isn't going to be wasting a ton of money on ad spend or worrying about deliverability, then this is the lead generation method for you. And if you want access to this software, again, first link down below the description will get you a 7-day free trial. And if you want a more in-depth tutorial in terms of how to get this set up and the high-level strategies, then click this video on screen. I appreciate you for watching, and I'll see you there.